It's the Curiously Insane Podcast. Time of tea, hit me with the facts.
Whoa, what up, everybody? Let me just share this to the personal Facebook quick. Bam. All right, now we'll get some viewers coming in. So what it do, what it be? It's your boy Tyler Transue here with the Curiously Insane Podcast, where we find out what fires people up. And in doing so, we fire you up to go find your Everest and climb it. Because, baby, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Let's go. So today, we are here with the one, the only Chris Dreisback, who, for those who don't know, is a serial entrepreneur. That's how I would describe you, Chris. I mean, you have your hands in quite a few different businesses. Is that correct?
That is correct. And my phone just told me that the Curiously Insane Podcast episode 3 is live right now.
It's live. We're watching it. We're streaming it. Everybody and the brother, if you're not watching it, you should be. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we're going to be here going back and forth hearing about what fires up Chris Dreisbach. Again, the serial entrepreneur. Chris, let me kick it to you with this. I believe you have a recent endeavor or a recent business that you've really been investing a lot of time and passion into, and coincidentally, it's something that you grew up really enjoying and being dear to your heart, right? So I don't know if you want to share a little bit about that company and kind of, the journey to start that, right?
Sure. I mean, we could talk all day about Red Rose Sports Cards because Red Rose Sports Cards is the not technically latest venture I'm involved in, but the latest one that I am extra fired up about. I'm only mildly fired up about the one after this, but I grew up and I don't know why exactly. I loved baseball, loved football, loved all, sports. And I started collecting cards when I was a kid. My grandfather would take me out to cool card shows, in Valley Forge and King of Prussia and Easton and Phillipsburg, New Jersey, all over the place. He would take me and we'd go out and buy packs and open them up. And now all those cards are worth a penny at the absolute most. And, it's that part is a little sad, but I really got to enjoy time with my grandfather and my grandmother while she was still alive and go out and just enjoy the hobby. And took a long break. For those who aren't familiar with my story, I took a nice long break when I discovered substances like alcohol and marijuana and heroin and cocaine. And they took me down a slightly different path. And, once I got sober and moved to Lancaster and met Tyler, my whole life changed. Everything was perfect as soon as I met Tyler Transue.
You hear that a lot. You hear that a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, because it's so common that you're life changing and, you're just a magical creature. You're like a unicorn roaming the earth.
I appreciate that. I think I am one in 8 billion. And bro, let's give the viewers just a little bit of that your, I think, story is very unique in so much that hopefully it shows other people that, man, you can really be down on your luck, right? Or not even, or be the cause of your bad luck. But at any rate, you can fall very far. And if you have a belief in yourself and a desire to get better and a desire to take steps and actions to try and achieve those dreams, that you can climb a very, very high ladder. And you don't need to be as tall as Chris to do it. It helps, but it's all about heart, man. And this thing, I mean, that's why I love your story, Chris. So what was, if you want to share, since you shared, you had some issues with substance abuse, quite a few issues, landed you in some very precarious situations. So you went from there to getting sober. What was your first business venture?
So my first business venture was in 2010, the year of our Lord, 2010. I opened a recovery house where people who were suffering from substance use disorder could go find housing, which is another thing that gets me fired up. And let's not start talking about housing and affordable housing and all that fun stuff. But that was my first business venture. I almost slid into it, not even knowing it was really that much of a business. I'm not even really sure exactly how it happened, but a lot of my buddies at the halfway house that I moved into in 2007 were in 2010 about to be homeless because they had to leave the halfway house, and I went out and rented a house and created some rules to help them live and help them move on in early recovery. And I'm fairly sure that those rules are still in use for the most part in Lancaster recovery houses to this day. So more and more people wanted to join in there, and more people needed places to go and wanted to get a leg up on their sobriety. And we were really effectively able to be the first recovery community in Lancaster, or sober living community, if you will, in Lancaster County.
That is really cool, man. You got to feel proud of yourself, right? I mean, to go from, I've heard you probably just, I believe you've heard you describe yourself like a low life, right? Not really somebody you want to trust or be around, to getting sober and saying, man, you know what? I do have something to offer. And, just because it's not something that, or the way somebody else is doing it, doesn't mean I can't go do it the way I think it can be done. And so you went and created kind of a whole new blueprint, more or less, that helps other people, get better, recover, get sober, stay sober.
Yeah, no, I didn't fully create those rules on my own. I had some help from some wise individuals like Scott Fleming, for example. Give him a shout out, even though I know he's probably watching because he's a huge Tyler Transue fan. But we'll give him a shout out.
I see him in the comments. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but if I see comments, if people want to engage, baby, I know how to make them pop up on the screen. So as long as it's something not too crazy, I'll put it up on the screen so everybody in the entire world can watch it. So go ahead, man. So Scott Fleming, he's one guy, right, that helped give you some guidance on rules to implement.
Yeah, Scott was a guy. He's a fellow in recovery, still in recovery to this day, down in Levittown, and he started his own sober living community many years before I did. And he was so gracious with his time, and he was so gracious with his knowledge and his wisdom and his experience and everything. I mean, I still count him on a short list of people who have literally stuck by me through every possible thing I've faced in the last 15 years of my life. So big shout out to Scott Flynn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Scott, I hope you're watching, man. No, that's big stuff coming from Chris, because Chris, you're a great guy. Let me ask you this. So, right, you're not afraid, or you're certainly humble enough to admit, man, hey, I can't do this all on my own, right? I've had mentors, I have people I look up to that I want to try and be like. But for you personally, there is some great qualities that you have that have allowed you to do what you do. And what do you think that is? Is it like, how do you go out and either start a business on your own or invest in a business that's already running? Like, is it a lack of fear, a belief in yourself? Is it a vision of, hey, I see I see the environment and I think I can make it better? Like what's inside you, man, that makes you tick?
Well,
to go after those things.
I have a heart. I have lungs that work most of the time. Those things, they keep me alive. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the, human anatomy, but I have those things. If you're a person who's looking to start a business, however, and you have a heart and lungs and you are alive, there is a lot of that stuff that is required, like believing in yourself. You don't even have to believe in yourself that much, because there are so many nights that I sat up and doubted my ability and myself and my vision and my everything. And, just walking through that doubt and walking through that fear and not believing a lot of the chatter that's in and around the community and not believe in the chatter that's in and around your own head is essential. And just continuing to move forward, that's my main ability, is just pushing forward and just continuing to do the things, even if they are really insurmountable, and even if they are things that don't look like they're very possible. Those are my favorite things to attack, because they're the things that shouldn't happen, even though they should happen. If that even makes sense.
That makes perfect sense, man. Man, that is beautifully put. I think so. If you want, I guess if we want to lead into that is that one of the things that attracted you to creating the Second Chance program? For those not out there, you have a Second Chance program that you, and I believe the co-creator was Chief Ed Cunningham, correct, of the Elizabethtown Borough Police Department.
Yes.
You guys went. You saw a need for what, Chris? And what did you do about it?
So the Second Chance program is effectively a pre-arrest diversion program for individuals struggling with substance use disorder. So traditionally, for the last 100 or however many years, when an individual who is struggling with substance use disorder encounters law enforcement, usually it ends poorly. Usually it ends in handcuffs and being taken to a cage. And I've experienced that personally 4 times. It was very unpleasant. I grew to dislike law enforcement for those reasons, even though it was entirely my fault every single time I encountered them. It still didn't make me dislike them any less. And when Ed Cunningham and I got together in 2016 with Ben McCoy, we kind of gathered that we needed to do something different, because we're watching an entire generation of people die of overdose, needless death. I mean, it is completely preventable. But unfortunately, there are systemic things that have been in place for decades and decades and decades that push people who are struggling with substance use disorder further and further away from the help that they need. And a lot of that is societal. A lot of that is stigma surrounding substance use in general. I just want to step out on a limb, and it better be a very strong limb, because I'm a very large person.
Fair enough.
If you use drugs, it does not make you a bad person. If you do bad things because of drugs, it doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you did bad things. There's no reason that you can't turn that around and become whatever you want to be. And that is kind of one of the 8 million impetuses behind Second Chance PA. But the main push is that addiction is not a crime. And let's just get real. If you have a medical problem, it requires medical treatment. And if you receive the medical treatment, you are then restored to health and restored to sanity. So I just cannot wrap my brain around the logic of, if we have a sick person, let's put him in a cage and leave him with no help, and then release him back into the same environment from whence they came. So really pushing the addiction is not a crime thing is massive in my book. It is really the beating heart of my life, is pushing the fact that addiction is not a crime, because I'm sitting here as a long-haired, shiny four-headed maniac with a criminal record. But yeah, you see the shiny forehead, I know.
I did. Well,
yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm not hair and makeup like Tyler. I'm not really that fancy. It's one of those
I run NVIDIA broadcast. That's what it is, man. Dial stuff in. It looks good.
I know. I'm not.
Chris, man. So I love what you said, right? So that the addiction is not a crime, right? That was like the root of it. And it fired you up, and everybody, whatever. I'm sure there were people that are like, well, bro, you can't change that. It's been that way forever, man. People get arrested for a drug-related offense, and they go, and they go pay the penalty for it. And so, like, people were saying, bro, you can't do it. And then you said, I think I can. I think if I try. If you try, dude, and you fail, like, you were no worse off than you were before you tried. And so you tried, and you went from 0 police departments redirecting like nonviolent drug offenses to how many police departments in Pennsylvania now, or in the Lancaster area,
We're
are
at
on board with second chance?
21 police departments are officially on board with second chance in Lancaster County, with the potential for the remainder to jump on board in 2022. So I'm not gonna jinx myself, but I heard a rumor that the rest of those guys are starting to come around to the idea that maybe treating humans like humans is a good idea.
Dude, that is insane. And if you did not go do that, I don't know if does anybody else? Maybe somewhere down the road, but most likely not. Dude, you changed the history of the justice system in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, man. And if you can do it here, you can do it on a statewide scale and on a national and federal scale and on a global scale. And so, man, I love people like you, dude, that whatever. It fires you up. So you leaned into it and you didn't care what others said. You said, I'm going to try my best and we'll let the chips fall where they may. And because you did that, there's like what, 1,000, close to 1,000 people who have a new lease on life. They have their life would have looked completely different, bro. You altered their paths.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there were many, many hands involved in that. And, I could definitely not even dream of doing that on my own. The second chance staff and the certified recovery specialists who go out on scene with law enforcement and do everything they can to help the individuals that are in crisis get the help that they need. I mean, they're the real powerhouses of the program. And also without, Ed Cunningham and the other 20 police chiefs who jumped on board and threw their full support behind this initiative, the district attorney of Lancaster County, Heather Adams, I mean, she is unbelievably on board with the idea of 21st century policing and unbelievably on board with the idea that we need to help the people that we serve, and really no deeper than that. Without them, there's no way that it would even be a real thing. And now I'm hoping that with enough time and enough evidence, in quotes, evidence,
right?
With enough of that, I'm hoping that the counties surrounding us will start to think about perhaps doing this in the economical and intelligent way that we've placed it. But that's not even enough. I mean, we really do need to be completely rid of the drug war. I mean, if you look back at American history, for those of you who don't know too much about American history, we had a period of prohibition against alcohol because of the people who didn't want those dangerous drunkards running around and blah, 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 blah. And they made it a law that alcohol was illegal. Now, shockingly enough, that law did not stop most people from drinking alcohol. They just found a way to do it illegally. This may not shock you, but drugs have been illegal since before I was born. And it did not stop me one time from using drugs in any way, shape, or form. And, the drug war, all it really does is push division. All it really does is make good people into criminals and create black markets. I mean, there's no reason. If you look at the history of the mafia, that was basically created because of prohibition. And if you look at most of organized crime now, I'm sure it is a direct result of the prohibition against drugs. I'll step right out on that limb and I'll say it. If we ended that stupid drug war, we would probably be in a much better position. The stigma against the people who are struggling with substance use disorder would be gone because there would be no criminal element. It wouldn't be a punitive thing. We could look at it as a health crisis and take care of the people that we need to take care of. So thanks for letting me jump on that soapbox.
Dude, I love it, Chris. I love it, man. And you changed a bunch of people's lives. And like you said, fair play to all the other people who helped make that possible, because it's definitely a team effort. I think probably one of your better qualities, and maybe what has helped you succeed in your different ventures, is are you I assume, are you good at rallying the troops? Are you good at getting people to move in the same direction, right? And delegate responsibilities and know that, hey, I can't do everything, so I need to rely on others. And so, yeah, are your leadership skills, or is that a big quality you think that's helped you?
You would have to ask some people that I lead whether they think that or not.
Right on.
I really just, I'm only where I am because of the awesome people around me. Without them, I wouldn't be much of anything other than a shiny four-headed, long-haired maniac talking to you.
That's true. You would probably get some wrestling gigs on the independent circuit, which you have, correct? You do that as well. Wrestling was a passion. How'd that happen? You said, oh, well, I'll reach out to, I'll find out where the wrestling people are and I'll reach out to them. And then all of a sudden, right, you're doing some refereeing, getting body slammed.
Yes, yeah. So what was that? Black Friday, not long ago. I attempted to body slam a 550-pound man. His name is Mal Havoc. He is from the Harrisburg area, and he is a large person, much larger than even me. And I attempted to body slam him in front of a crowd of, a couple hundred very excited fans in Lebanon, Pennsylvania. And I was unsuccessful at my bid to body slam him. And unfortunately, because he is a dastardly large man, he clotheslined me and clubbed me across the back and body slammed me and kicked me right out of the ring. It was a true tragedy. And I'm hoping that maybe if Mal Havoc watches this, he'll give Tyler Transue an opportunity to try and body slam him.
Bro, I don't look like much, but I am wiry, and I will try anything once. And I always give it 110% fact. So I don't know if I bet on myself on this one. If Chris couldn't do it, man, I'm like super optimistic. I always bet on myself. But with this one, if Chris didn't do it, wow. Man,
Well,
I'm gonna have to have like one of those like divine intervention feats of strength where like I lift a car off a child kind of deal. Like something's gonna have to step in, and you watch me I'll power bomb them.
It's possible. Anything is possible. I mean, that is the truth. And I'm hoping that somebody who's watching this tags Mal Havoc and says, maybe we can even film Tyler trying to body slam him.
I'm down. Mal Havoc, if you're watching, if you're being tugged, whatever the case may be, bro, I've got professional grade camera equipment, drones. You provide the ring, I provide all the equipment, bro, and it looks polished. And Hal, you think I can go off the top rope? You think I can go, or Mal, you think I can go off the top rope? I will.
You got the Macho Man elbow. I saw that.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm not playing any games. If he's that big, as you say he is, it's going to take a couple of them from the top rope to keep him down. But I'll do it, and we'll film it. So that's cool, man. So you got into the wrestling bit. We got Mal fired up. Jamie did tag him, so that's dope. Hopefully, if we see him. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. I got to do this thing. There it is. Jamie with the tag. Thank you, Jamie. There's your shout out, and there's Mal's tag. And so if he happens to hop in here, somebody make sure they comment that he hopped in, and then Chris will start talking smack, and maybe I will too. We'll see.
All right. Episode 4.
So we got wrestling, we got sports cards, we've got a recovery house. Did you mention that? The Second Chance program, we're treating addiction like a disease and not a crime. This probably be a good. People are probably hungry by now, so you should tell them about that. What's that little doughhead waffle business you got going on there?
Yeah, so I don't even know, 2 years ago, give or take, roughly, I invested in this super awesome local food truck company called Doughhead's Stuffed Waffles. And it is the first and only Liège style dough waffle on earth, to our knowledge. And we stuffed them with all kinds of incredible savory and sweet options. And you can find, now we're up to 2 food trucks. and God knows what else is coming down the pike. We had a little shipping option available to go to your directly to your door for a little while. That kind of fell off a bit, but always follow that on all the social medias, Instagrams, Facebooks, TikToks. I don't even know if there is a TikTok one, but
look at this, man.
there it
This
is.
is Doughhead Waffles.
You can get your eye on a little Doughhead's Waffles right there. You can see the t-shirts.
Yep, got the merch.
Yep.
Man, look at that slick looking truck. Dude, that is dope. That's a nice thumb too.
That was a great thing.
Wow.
There you go. There's some Christmas specials right there.
I mean, Chris, if the viewers are watching, it's like, hey, if you see a business opportunity where they're cranking out this, and nobody else really knows about it, and you got a little extra capital, you contact them people and you say, hey, can I get in on this? Because look at that, dude.
Well, I think one of the most interesting parts was the vision that the Doughheads team had to hire people who were coming out of jail, hire people who were coming out of rehab, hire people who were a little bit downtrodden or people who were marginalized in the past, very active in the LGBTQIA plus community. Doughheads was just a company that I couldn't not invest in. It just fit too perfectly with everything that I see. And, really with everything I wanted to do and wanted to be a part of. So I love Doughhead's Waffles. And if you have never had them, please follow them on the social media and hunt that truck down and get at it.
It looks delicious, man. Looks delicious. Dude, it's like, it would appear you don't limit yourself in what you might do. Is that a fair assumption?
That is very fair. I don't know that, I'm sure there are some limits. I'm going to try my best not to murder anyone.
Good goal to have.
Some limits, but for the most part, business-wise and what we can do for the community-wise, you're correct. I do not limit myself to what I can do to, make the world a little bit better than I found it.
Yeah. And you don't limit yourself, like, in what your passions are. I mean, bro, like, you have like a food company, like you're into like Doughhead Waffles foods, you're into recovery, you're into baseball cards. I mean, like, yeah, you just, whatever you're passionate about, you think, oh, well, how could I make maybe this area of interest better, right? What can I bring to it?
Yeah. Yeah, and if you think about how broad and varied the interests of every human can be, there's really no reason to not follow all of your passions. And if you can monetize them and turn them into a career as well, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I would highly recommend finding a career that you love enough that you don't feel like you have to go to work, that you don't feel like you're forced to be a part of something, or you're any of those things are very stifling. And if you can live free and live happy and do the things that you enjoy doing, it makes life a whole lot easier to live.
Man, bro, I love hearing that stuff, dude. I love it because it's possible, man. These people watching today, I hope you realize, I don't care how old or young you are, man, we are in a very, very fortunate time where, like, for a guy like me, how I started all this filmmaking and video production was from my cell phone, filming, editing, putting all the little videos together on the cell phone, and starting a free Facebook business page, bro, TT Productions, because I'm just like, I'll just drop the videos there. And here we are almost 6 years later. And as you dive into your passion and you explore it and get more experience, right, man, now I've built a brand and I've got, the TT Productions production company and Dockside Media, where we're making documentaries and I'm flying around and interviewing people and, oh, dude, just stuff. if you would have asked me this 5.5 years ago, I would have never put any of this on the list. Running a podcast called the Curiously Insane Podcast. Would have never done it. Yo, thanks for the likes. Here. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. Everybody should be super thankful. And whatever you're into, man, double down, triple down on it, because you can research it right now on the internet, dude, for free. Like, most stuff has been done, and people are kind enough to make tutorials and teach others how to do it. And a lot of it's trial and error. Like, some of the stuff Chris just was just an idea in Chris's head. And he just went and did it and found out, it worked. What do you know? I'm glad I put I took those steps, because otherwise it doesn't materialize. So, I'll get off my soapbox. But everybody out there watching, man, go crush whatever your dream is. And like Chris said, man, if you can monetize it, do it. Now's the time. What Jamie says, what is the one TV show that gets you emotional? I swear I don't know the answer. Oh, so this goes like into the record books or something. Everybody knows this.
For the record, she 100% knows the answer, and that is why she asked it. But for those of you who don't know, because the question has been posed, there's a show on CNBC called The Profit that follows an entrepreneur named Marcus Lemonis around America, where he invests in other businesses. And I, of course, like that because I do that on a much smaller scale than Marcus. But the way that he treats people with dignity and respect, and the way that he launches himself and spends his own time and money to make their businesses better and repair whatever's going on in their lives, is inspiring to me. And when I watch the transformation, it often brings tears to my eyes. So yes, very large, shiny foreheaded Chris Dreisbach cries when he watches The Prophet, because it's beautiful.
Dude, shout out. Well, go ahead. I was talking.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's awesome.
The Prophet, NBC. If you're watching CNBC, even better. If you're watching right now, contact me, Tyler, at the Curiously Insane Podcast. We will run ads for you all day long. But that is really cool, man. And I love the beauty in that is that a lot of different things touch a lot of different people, right? Like, you could watch, something else, maybe a puppy commercial or whatever, but there's certain stuff that maybe Jamie cries about, or finds that it touches her heart. And then there's certain things that touch your heart. And that kind of goes back to the thing you said about, man, in a world this big, dude, chase whatever your passion is, because there's so much diversity, or so many people, that there are other people interested in what you're interested in, right?
Yes.
And like, everybody's unique in that. Man, I just love it. That's pretty cool. I'm glad, Jamie, thank you for asking that, because it's just a beautiful answer, man. And it's cool to hear a beautiful man give a beautiful answer about what can make him cry. And I do like to that, right? It shows that, hey, like, you have a hero as well. This gentleman, what's his name again?
Marcus Lemonis. Somebody tag him.
Marcus Lemonis. Tag him in the chat as well. But that's cool that you have to have idols and people to look up to, and people that you want to model your behaviors and values and the way you treat others after. What's up? Who we got here commenting? I love that. Just your passion leaking out of your eyes. Mary. Is that your mother?
That is my mom. 100% my mom.
So that, I love that, also puts things in perspective, man, that even people, serial entrepreneurs that go from rags to riches, and change other people's lives along the way, they still have a mom, and that mom still believes in them, man.
And so watching this podcast right now.
And watching the live stream, man, on a Monday night. Shout out to Mary. That is what's up. Man, I don't know how to, I don't know. I'm starring stuff here. But Mary, thank you for watching so much.
You still didn't find Mount Havoc, though, right?
we still have Mal hasn't shown up, at least not. I think whatever I'm looking at here on my StreamYard, I feel like it would show comments for Facebook and YouTube. So if he's doing it on Twitter, well then we ain't gonna see it till after this broadcast. But man, let's see, Chris. What else you mentioned? You have a new venture you got into that's newer than the Red Rose sports cards.
Yes, and I'm also fired up about that. I want to take that back from earlier. I am fired up, just a little bit less fired up because I just run out of fire sometimes. So we're working on a thing called Full Service Concessions Group, which is going to, at some point down the road, become a shared commercial kitchen so that the other food trucks in the area have a safe, licensed kitchen to operate out of, because not all of them operate out of licensed kitchens. And then also we are going to develop a string of other food trucks with unique menus that will be developed by Chef Joe McDonald, very special guy to me, Chef Joe. So yeah, give Chef Joe a round of applause just for being a chef. So that's that. Well, I mean, there's not much more to talk about yet because
there's not much more. That okay. I didn't want to overstep or just interject there. I thought maybe it was a dramatic pause and everybody was just on. Okay, but it's a great idea. It's a great concept, man. And dude, I love everything that you are doing, man. And I'm sure if I run an episode with you 2 weeks from now, dog, who knows what could be on your plate, because you really don't stop, do you?
No, I don't plan to either. As long as my heart and lungs are still kicking, I'll be going right up until the end, I hope.
And what is that? I mean, is it unique, or do you think that's in everybody to just say, hey, look, some days I might just, I honestly, I don't quite feel like doing it, but I go do it anyway. Cause I know, the end result is worth me putting in that legwork. Like, is that what it is? How do you just keep going every day?
Probably because I'm mildly insane, not curiously insane, just mildly insane.
You're on the right show, dog.
Yes, I am.
I'm delightfully insane. That was my favorite comment of all time. Somebody said on a YouTube video, they go, "This man is delightfully insane. May he prosper." I'm like, yo, let's go. I am delightfully insane. I think that's probably the best way you can describe me. But
that actually is a perfect descriptor for you. So I will second it. And also I will second, may you prosper.
Thank you, dog.
May you prosper.
Like you, dog, I'm going to keep moving my little feet in that direction. And I think good things are coming, man. Absolutely. And so I'm doing what you're doing, bro. Dude, just finding my way by having a belief in myself and a dream. And let me ask you this. Are you one of those people when you were at the bottom, right? When you're in jail, or even just when you're newly getting sober, but you don't feel great? Are you one of those people? Could you visualize, man, you know what? I'm going to be something someday, or I'm going to, like, I know it's not always going to be like this, and I have it in me, and I'll be driving a nice car someday, and I'll have a house someday. Like, were you one of the people that could dream that, or did you believe that?
I'm not even entirely sure. I'm sure that I saw that there was potential to do stuff, but I probably brushed it off as delusion at that point, because what was in front of me was absolutely not that. And so I don't know if my vision is that good. I mean, I'm wearing contacts right now, and I know my vision isn't good from the physical standpoint, right. But and it's another reason that I always tell people that it really doesn't even matter what you believe. If you believe in yourself, you don't even have to really believe in yourself that much to be able to accomplish what you want. You just have to do it. Right. And the key is, if you do it, then you'll get the results. I mean, even if there are negative results, you'll still get the results of your actions in pretty much every case, always and forever, to the good and to the bad. But I don't know. To answer that question, I don't really know what I was thinking. I don't even know what I'm thinking right now.
Nope, I love it. You live in the moment. I wasn't sure. I think there's like people like Conor McGregor and whatnot who have just, they said, man, even when I was a nobody in my head, dude, I'm gonna be a champion, right? I'm gonna entertain millions. I'm gonna have hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm gonna have all these cars, and he just dreamed that and believed it and saw it in his head without any of it, or without like any even sniff of it going that way. He was just, real young. And there's you hear a lot of just people that kind of are in a top position wherever that just say, yeah, man, I always believed I was going to be there. Like me, bro, I ain't got a Tesla, but guess what? I'd be picturing me driving a Tesla all day long until that happens.
Shoot higher. Shoot higher.
Oh, dog, I'm trying to not drive. I'm trying to like be writing films and whatnot and other creative ideas, other podcast shows. So I'm like, man, if I can use that windshield time to be brainstorming instead of having to fully operate a motor vehicle, I'm down with that. But yeah, I'm trying to certainly I feel like I'm more on the other end of the spectrum where I do kind of try and dream or visualize or manifest that stuff. And so I hope your story is encouraging to listeners and viewers out there that, man, you can be right in the moment. You don't have to have a long-term vision or goal. You don't have to necessarily believe in yourself, man. But if you set like, man, I want to get to here, and you just take those steps to get to there, like you'll get there. You will get there, and then you'll get the results. And one of the beautiful things I feel like about life and what I've found in just growing throughout it is to just value the experiences, right? Like, even if you fail, it's like, dog, like I learned a good bit along that way, and I probably won't make that mistake again. Or maybe it builds a certain bit of character, like there's just a ton of different ways to look at it. Are you somebody like that? Like you just find the value in every experience or journey you try to?
I mean, I try to. A brain is a very curious thing as well, because, my brain will tell me that I'm not where I need to be. My brain will tell me that things should be better for me and things should be this and things should be that. And most of what I do is ignore my brain to be able to be successful, because I'm pretty sure that my brain is out to kill me at any given moment. And
yeah,
maybe not on that level, but also maybe on that level. It's just a lot easier to let the universe flow where it wants to flow and throw you where it wants to throw you. And when it throws you somewhere, being able to recognize opportunities for what they are is paramount to being successful, because there are a lot of instances in my life as I look back, that are very improbable. Most of the things that I've done are very improbable. And if I had just thought that they were too improbable and not done anything, then, I'd probably still be waiting tables.
Man.
Which wouldn't be that bad because I like waiting tables. So.
Right. You'd have made the best of that too.
Yeah.
You would have. But man, I think that's an important thing for people to hear, that anybody, if you're out there and you happen to know Chris Dreisbach, I don't know if you know where he's been, but if you happen to know where he's at now, and just the cool things he gets to do, like be invited to throw out pitches at the York Revolution game and the Lancaster Barnstormers game, and have a Blueprints for Recovery sign up, like billboard or sign up at the stadiums, and be able to sponsor that, and just all the cool stuff that you do. I think it's important for people watching and listening to know, like, yo, my man still doubts himself, or his brain will tell him he can't do it, or he's not where he should be, or whatever it is. and then he just ignores it, man. And he goes and does it anyways and gets the results.
Because you have to. Because that fear is what stops probably 99% of people from doing anything. And if I listened to it, I too would do nothing. And some days that might feel like a good thing for me, but also I definitely wouldn't trade this life for anything. The one that I've had, the good and the bad.
Yep. Dude, that's what shapes us, man. That's what shapes us. I just love it all, dude. I love people. I love humanity. I'm trying to embrace the journey, the good and the bad, man. I try to see the best in everything. And I love that you're somebody who's like, hey, people are human, man. People deserve second chances. Having said that second chance, let me see something. If we can get a surprise guest on here. Let me see if we can get this cat on. Go ahead, Chris. While I do this, why don't you entertain the people with okay, if there's any sports card fans watching, what were some good pulls here from Red Rose sports cards recently?
Ooh, that's a good one. We had a person come in and purchase a $700 box of 2020 Panini Contenders Football Hobby. And out of that box, he pulled a Justin Herbert cracked ice rookie autograph numbered out of 22 that he then sent to get graded. And when it came back, it was a perfect 10 across the board. And it is now sitting at Golden Auctions, projected to reach 6 digits. So that man spent $700 at our shop, and he is walking away about a month and a half later with life-changing money. So I could not be more pumped for that family. Just randomly came into a hobby shop and walked out with life-changing money.
Dude, my heart nearly stopped. Holy cow, bro. What is going on? That is insane.
It is absolutely bonkers. I mean, it's essentially like hitting the lottery, but you hit the lottery while having fun and enjoying the hobby that you enjoy. So really that too can be monetized in ways.
Oh, exactly. It sounds like a golden auction for 6 figures. That sounds like money, dude.
Yes.
That sounds like money to me.
That's a lot. That's a lot of figures.
Wow, my heart's pumping. That's crazy, dude. Did he? And I feel like I want to say I maybe saw that post on Facebook at some point. I don't feel like anybody was thinking it was going to be 6 figures, did they?
Well, we thought initially the card as it came out of the box was about 30,000. He sent it out.
That's what I thought I saw.
Or something like that. And when it came back with the PSA 10 and 10, it became a six figures.
Dude, that is wild. Dude, I'm super happy for that fan, super happy for your shop that you guys are bringing in that kind of cards, man. Life-changing cards, man. Yeah. Red Rose Sports Cards. And where's that located, Chris? What's that address, dog?
That's 126 South Centerville Road in beautiful Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. So, it's over there by that Sheets. And just press play. It's in that little plaza. Yep. What's the name of the plaza?
It is Woods Edge Shopping Center on the corner of Columbia Ave and Centerville Road. So if you're out there watching the Curiously Insane podcast, curiously drive yourself to Red Rose Sports Cards. We're open until 9 o'clock.
And curiously get a 6-figure card. Let's go. They be handing them out all night, baby. You still got time to get there. They're open till 9. All right. So, yeah, seriously. I mean, if you guys are looking to buy $700 worth of product, they'll open the door after hours. I don't care. You hit up Chris.
True.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Dude, I am going to add in a little guest here. Let's see what the man. Yo. What is happening? Yo, what's
I don't know why I'm here. Tyler sent me a message saying to get on. I'm here.
Dude, what was this one? Is this the best here? Everybody likes this. Somebody drop a comment. Mary or Jamie, let us know what's
I feel like it elongates my face. It makes me look a little thinner. I like that about it.
Oh, dude, I love everything about this setup. I'm watching this restream.
Oh, this is good. This
all
is
day
good stuff.
long.
You know
So,
what
yeah.
I was just doing?
Yeah.
Throwing out the Christmas tree. I had to throw out the goddamn Christmas tree. The thing was a
Correct.
tinderbox. It died like last week. Everything drooped. All the ornaments were falling off. I had to throw the damn thing out. It's on the side porch right now.
So wait, you had a real tree.
I had it was a big tree
Did you
too.
water said real tree?
Of course I watered the tree. Yeah, I watered it every day. It stopped taking water. It gave up on life like a week ago. And it's completely dead. And I thought the house was going to burn down. I don't know. I guess trees, when they die, they just spontaneously combust or something because they tell you have to get rid of them if they're dead.
I have heard that.
So I threw it out, and I put this shitty little fake one we had up just because I saved Christmas for our children because I love the youth of America. That's why I'm here.
We had a great positive podcast going on.
You invited me on. What did you expect?
People were following their dreams. We dropped Chris Rupert in, who's a filmmaker. He's also part of my filmmaking partner in the Dockside Media company. But yeah, Chris, you come in, dropping.
I'm the yin to the yang, Tyler. It can't all be positives and rainbows all the time, okay? Sometimes the night is always darkest before the dawn. I've seen Batman, and that's what they say. Okay.
Fortune favors the bold, dog. Fortune favors the bold.
Yeah. So great. I'm trapped right in the middle of this.
I know this.
Dude, we got a Dreisbach sandwich.
Dude, we do. Look at this. This is actually, like my background's all dark and stuff too. This is great.
This is sick. Yo, I wanted to drop this quick. Not much. But hold up. Let me see if I do this. Let me see if I can get this right. I'm going to do this probably.
The anticipation is building, Tyler.
Dude.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, wait, no, Chris.
Oh, is this the full thing?
Nah, I was just going to show the opening couple, 10 seconds. But, dog,
the
audio won't come through, right? Didn't we run that problem?
Well, you have to share the audio when you share the screen. It's okay. We can narrate. I'll do the music. Somebody does the talking.
Dude, it's not going to be it.
You can figure this out. You're a tech wizard.
Come on, Tyler.
No. Here, hold on. Let me stop sharing the screen. Okay. Now I'm going to share that screen. Bang. Share system audio. Here we go. Be careful, guys.
Get your popcorn.
So my rap sheet is
I hear it.
miles long, drug charges, multiple convictions of retail theft, robberies. It's pretty extensive. So I just got caught with huge bag of meth. I know I'm done. I'm going to jail. So I was already mentally preparing to sit for a while. Because that's what I did. I get high and go to jail. Get high and go to jail.
Beautiful.
Man, that is all y'all get. But dude, who is excited? Let's go. Dude, Chris, for those watching, we and Chris Rupert, who just came in. So
Rupert.
Earlier on, we did, as we're discussing Chris Dreisbach's multiple business ventures.
Mm-hmm.
We did discuss Second Chance and how he made that happen, how he brought that dream to fruition. So, let's go. You rock, Mary. But so we talked we talked about the Second Chance program, but what we didn't tell the viewers and the listeners is that we got a Second Chance documentary. And
Years in the making too, right?
it's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
It is really cool, man.
There was a lot of footage, guys.
A lot.
There was a lot of footage. Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
We started filming in mid 2019. I'm not even sure. It was definitely hot, and I was sweating a lot, and I definitely had allergies throughout most of the filming. So, I'm wrinkling my nose in 96% of this entire documentary. But yeah, we've been filming this thing for a while.
You started in the end of July of 2019.
Yo.
Yeah,
absolutely. I remember. I was actually going to say that, Chris. So thanks for fact checking. So I don't.
That's what I'm here for, Tyler.
Make the viewers wonder if he's just.
Did you say fact or fat checking?
Fact, bro.
Are you
slim? You look slim with the.
I think I would look slimmer if it was wide. Actually, this is making me feel like the walls are coming into my fat face right now.
You look a lot thinner without a head. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I probably weigh a lot less. There's a lot of stuff going on up here, Tyler. This is where the magic happens.
There is a lot of magic going on up there. That's one thing you can call it. But Chris, it was late July 2019. I knew that because you hit me up out of nowhere over July 4th weekend because I was at the beach. I remember I think it was a text or something. It's like, dude, you want to do a documentary on Second Chance? Like, what is it? He's like, oh, here. I was like, oh, yeah, dude, absolutely. So, bro, he can tell, dude, we are of the same wavelength as far as, just moving our feet because that was early July. By the end of July, we were at that, it was
National Night Out.
What's that footage? That was the night out, right? National Night Out?
I think so.
That was the first thing.
That was no. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. The first thing it looks like was Chris's interview and police station stuff, but then it was the National Night Out. So all around the same time. But yeah.
But yeah, it was great. So we started way back then, and it was really neat how, kind of like how Chris Dreisbach has spoken about his journey. It's like, well, I guess as we're sitting here today, to be like 1,000% honest with you, I never made a documentary before. I think you knew that going into it, but when you asked, "Hey, can you do it?" I said, "Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man." Because I'd been filmmaking at that point like 3.5 years. I'd been cutting and filming a lot. I'd gotten very, just honed my craft. And when you told me, man, what Second Chance was about, I'm like, bro, yeah, man, I could make a documentary about that. Hell yeah. So it was awesome to go through 2 years.
I apologize.
It's all right.
I ruined the show. Hold on.
You did, man. Oh, dude, people were real pumped there. But so to go through 2 years of getting footage, and that's kind of neat too, Chris, because like at the end of the day, you learned somewhat about like the filmmaking, or at least the documentary process. And you also took a lot of initiative doing things like setting up police ride-alongs and setting up interviews with the Heather Adams, the DA of Lancaster. And like, so say you want to go make a movie or a doc, like you have a better idea of, okay, I understand that I need to get different perspective. I need to get B-roll of things. I need to have some sort of storyline that'll take the audience from a beginning to an end. And so I think it's cool. Like, yeah, before that you weren't, like a movie producer, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw your name, Chris Dreisbach, up on that screen a second ago.
You did.
So you want to go around telling people that you're a movie producer, you do. And to all that credit, right? Chris Rupert got brought in because, Chris and I had formed a documentary production company here recently, and Chris is I like Dreisbach, I'm not afraid to admit when somebody has a better skill set than me. And Rupert is a better editor. He just has more skills. He's done it longer. He's good on, like, dude, it takes an incredible amount of just grit and man, patience to get through a long edit like that. It just does. I'm good on like 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, dude.
You don't got the stamina like me.
Minutes.
Got to have that stamina, Tyler.
I don't.
Quit smoking. Quit smoking. You might have some more stamina.
I don't know why he always brings this up, Chris.
Just looking out for you.
We need to do a live stream of me and you racing, dog. It doesn't matter who wins. It matters who starts walking first.
It only matters if I win. And I already told you I'm going to kick you right in the shin as soon as this thing starts.
Oh,
I'm not afraid to play dirty. No, when
I start getting emphysema. Until then, bite me, dog, because I'll go hard every day, and I don't suck wind or ask for like, yo, give me 5. I'm like, yo, hurry your butt up. Let's go.
I got a really big power ab in the middle of my body where all the strength is at, Tyler, and I will utilize that if I need to. I will say about this documentary, though, without Devin, this would have been very difficult to edit and put together. And this guy's story is the through line through the entire thing that kind of it's like it's a true story, but it's also like the viewer's perspective into this whole program and how it can affect someone's life, and not only just the program in a positive way, but also how drugs and alcohol abuse and stuff like that can also very negatively affect your life. And you could see the outcomes from different perspectives. But Devin was an amazing storyteller, and his story itself really sets the tone for the whole thing. And it just, everything wraps around him in a way that I thought was really, really good. So I think we all owe Devin a hand, not just Chris for creating the program and everything, but Devin for helping us to tell the story so much.
Well, a little bit of background. Devin was one of the early stage second chance participants. And when we ran into Devin the first time, Ed Cunningham and I were together. So it was extra convenient. And Ed and his law enforcement squadron located him in a rough spot and gave him the opportunity to have a second chance. And Devin will still to this day say that without second chance, he wouldn't be a homeowner. He wouldn't be a father. He wouldn't be a wonderful fiance. He wouldn't be any of the things that he's able to be today without that opportunity that Ed gave him that night. And when you get to watch this documentary, when I watched the first cut of it, I was, again, brought to tears, because it was so beautiful to watch something that I've been involved in. And I can't even imagine how awesome it's going to be when all of you get to watch this thing, because it was masterfully done by the guys. I don't know, it's backwards on my.
Thank you. Yeah, Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, Tyler did an amazing job with all the filming and stuff, as always. So yeah, we make a good team, I think, for the documentary stuff we do together.
Dude, we do. I get comments of people just saying, man, you guys are good. You're just good together, man. So when we find something that works, we lean into it.
Do we have a launch date, a release date for that thing?
Well, hold on. We'll mention this, but real quick, Chris, I love what you said. Oh, never mind. The release date, we don't
Who are you talking to, Tyler? There's 2 Chris's on the damn show. There's 3 people, and 2 of them are Chris's.
Okay. Hey, if you're listening, people out there, let's get stuff straight. All right. So, Dreisbach, we do not have a release date currently. We can discuss that publicly right now on the broadcast, and we can iron that out. Or the 3 of us can do a meeting later, and we can get that going. I mean, here's the deal. We want to release it, and we'd like to release it in January. Ideally, we need to talk about, hey, how we're going to distribute and all that stuff. I know Chris Dreisbach, we need to talk. I don't know if enough people would like to see it at Penn Cinema. I feel like the people, most likely this guy, can make that happen, right? So who knows? We don't have, but yeah, it'll be in January of 2022. I would imagine, barring well, we got to talk.
Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled either way for when the release does come, because it's going to be pretty incredible.
It's sick. It is, man. It's awesome. And dude, Chris Rupert, exactly like you said, dog. I remember, man. As soon as I finished with that Devin interview, I'm like, bro, we did not have an interview before this right here, man. And I left there, just skipping and jumping and just so happy. I'm like, dude, this is, I just love how everything comes together, right? And we've done that on another doc here we recently cut, Conscious Contact Full Disclosure. Your Rupert is cutting another one for us, The Ghost of Gettysburg, correct?
Sure.
Okay.
I haven't started yet, but I am going to. I have to cut this Nutcracker performance first. What's up?
I heard a rumor, and don't quote me, but I heard a rumor that you guys were doing another documentary, Looking for Me.
The secret. That's a secret. The secret of the Squatch. The secret of the Squatch.
Secrets of the Sasquatch. Come on, get the branding right.
We have to unpack all the secrets, but
I'm right here. I mean, I'm available for a nominal fee at any time to share my secrets with you. So
I feel like a subplot of this doc, Chris, could be me sneaking in to get a DNA sample of Dreisbach, maybe something out of his shower. I don't know, right? And then
there's plenty of DNA right there.
Yeah, we test it, and maybe the results are inconclusive.
It's 85% Squatch.
What do you think? I mean, look at him, bro.
I'm watching, so you could ask Mary right now. She might tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris's mom, please comment. Let us know. Is any Sasquatch?
Tyler, you know I love you, Tyler, and I just got to say, with that light that you have in the background, it silhouettes your mullet all the time. It is very distracting. All I see is mullet hair. I can't even focus on your eyes right now. I just look at your mullet all the time.
Yeah, that's what keeps the audience looking.
Is that what people want? Is that what the audience is demanding? Okay, that's fair.
That's what they're saying. Comment in the stream. Let me know if you don't want the mullet. But I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I chopped it off. I'm not going into the details because Rupert already helped me work through it once. He did a little therapy session where I vented to him. But I already chopped the mullet off for one set of people.
Yep.
I will never, ever, ever chop it off for anybody again. That's a fact. Josh, more mullet. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Gosh, this thing's going down. The shoulder blades. You watch.
See, I'm associated with you for a lot of things, though. So this is I feel like this is a discussion that we need to have, as a team. I don't know. I'm just saying. Bro, I never co-signed on the mullet.
Chris, you need to get a mullet too.
No, I had a mohawk for a while, but I had to shave my head recently. But I'm growing stuff. I'm not a mullet guy. I'm going rat tail. I'm bringing rat tail.
Rittenhouse. Thank you, Josh.
Go mullet.
No, I'm going rat tail. Rat tail all the way. I'm bringing that back. Everybody loved it in the 90s, right? You remember that as a kid, in elementary school, who would have the rat tail, and you'd be like, "That's the rat tail guy."
Jeff Cormos.
I'm not doxing people here, but yeah.
I'm not doxing him.
You totally just dox Jeff
I didn't
Cormos.
give his address away, but Jeff Cormos.
Where does he live?
I'm not going to give out his address. But here's what's up. He had a rat tail. And I'll be honest with you. Talking about crying. Dreisbach mentioned crying earlier. It's all right for men to cry. You're done right.
I cry.
I remember.
It's how I go to sleep every night.
Was my Jeff, if you're watching, bro.
Sorry.
We'll confirm this. I missed it, bro. I'm still up in my head.
It's all right. You're fine. I'm just being a jerk. It's fine.
Oh, it's cool. I'll double back to it then. But so, Jeff, man, I remember sleeping over at your house. First sleepover ever. 6. maybe 7. Dude, I wanted my mommy so bad. I cried, dude. I had to leave. I couldn't do it. So here's me officially apologizing to you, bro. If that was your sleepover and I ruined your very first sleepover experience, it was nothing you did, dog. It was me.
You know that was the night. As soon as you drove off, Jeff went into the bathroom. He looked at his rat tail, single tear, and he just cut it because he thought that's what it was.
No,
and you're the reason.
He still had the rat tail at school the next day.
I don't know. It was
Caldwell. If you're watching, you'll comment. You knew he had a rat tail too, Molly. So I'm hoping you're watching. I love that Mary Dreisbach here. Look at this. She's a bit evasive on the does Dreisbach, Chris Dreisbach, have Sasquatch DNA?
I believe she put no comment. It literally is what she wrote. So
No,
who knows?
It's on the screen, Chris. It says LOL.
Oh, there you go.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. I was inferring.
No.
Yeah, Secrets of the Sasquatch. That's up next.
After the Ghost of Gettysburg, but
we have
we have basically all the footage. Maybe Sue Walker and Otter. But Chris, so Dreisbach, if you want in on it, here's what's up. We have a gentleman named Adam Hartwick. Is that correct, Chris?
Yes, Adam Hartwick.
Adam Hartwick, if you're watching, bro, we've been loving all your support. He did us a big favor and helped us out with an official ET mask for the Conscious Contact Full Disclosure documentary, so we could get some sick B-roll. He also has a lot of passion, and me and him rolled through Wise Markets getting footage, dog, until
they yelled at you.
The Karen manager is like, "Yo." Until the Karen manager was like, "Yo, what are you doing? What?" I'm just like, I can't hear her. I don't think she's talking to me. Until like right before, we got out of there. Some of the footage made it in the doc, but yo, I thought she was I thought, like, in this day and age, when people start yelling like that, dude, and voices start getting raised, you never know if a crowd's just going to jump you. Like, my heart was racing. You know, I'm like,
they were like, he's got a mullet, get him.
At that time, I don't think I did. Yo, let me tell you, my heart. Hey, Sue, I'm coming to see you here soon. Sue, she commented on YouTube. Sue, Matt, she played a huge role in the Conscious Contact Full Disclosure documentary, right? We went and got her interview. Chris and I watch it. It's like, well, dog, again, without Sue, we don't have a doc. So, Sue, if you're watching, you and Otter crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Made the doc. And, yeah, I'm excited to see you soon and get some interviews with you guys about this Secrets of the Sasquatch doc that we're working on now. Also, hold on. I feel like we had something else here. You guys are a riot. Best podcast ever. Well, if Mary raised that right there and he turned out the way he did, well, Mary, I say you got pretty good judgment. You know what cream's going to rise to the top. Thank you very much for your delightful comment. And we're going to keep doing this and keep trying to get better. So where are we at here? I'll let one of you guys talk. Chris, Rupert, I hear one of your kids. I hear one of your kids because I know it ain't one of Dreisbach's kids. Do we want to segue there or no?
Oh, I think I saw the news.
Yep.
Yep. We can
I mean, it's on social media, so it's like, well, this is on social media.
It's time to let the world know that I'm, in fact, about to have my first human spawn with my lovely girlfriend, Jamie.
Congratulations, sir. Is this your first kid?
This is, in fact, my first kid, although she comes with a lovely 5-year-old daughter named Piper, who is technically my kid. So, kind of.
Yep. Absolutely. Dog from one father and another father to you, bro. Congratulations, man.
Yep.
And I know how you talked about you know, like you're an emotional man about some things. And dog, for me, it was like, man, I thought I knew what love was, bro. And then you meet this little person that like you brought into the world and you're responsible for. Dog, whew, it's a whole nother level, bro. And then it sparks creativity and just so it's dude, fatherhood's like a mad fun experience. And I know you're the type of guy that loves the journey and loves the experience, right? So I think you will do an awesome job soaking it up, bro, and just loving every moment and helping shape and mold a future generation. Rupert, what you got, dog?
I love my kids, but if you want more, I can give you some.
Oh, he at that stage. Okay, he's at that stage.
No, man, I was a stay-at-home dad. I stayed at home with my little kids, and it was great times. I loved it. I cherished those moments. And then they got into kindergarten and first grade where they were supposed to go into school full time. And they went for 1 year, and I had the whole house to myself. And then Corona hit, and all the kids are back. And they're never leaving again.
I thought they went back to school.
Well, they did, but I still feel like they're always here because my wife is here now all the time. This COVID thing, like, it's just too much. I need space. I'm a person. I need this space. And,
he does.
Kids are great. They're just a lot. But they're it's weird. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I'm not like a big kid person, but when it's your kids, am I sounding weird or something? You're looking at me like I'm a weirdo.
No, dude, I love it, bro. I love your honesty, man. Go.
Yeah. Okay.
It, dog.
This is me crushing it right now, Tyler. So strap in. No, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, it's just weird. Like, I can't imagine them not being here anymore. So it's just like a part of you. Yeah. So you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be great. I'm happy for you, man. How old are you, by the way?
35.
Okay.
Years old. So
then my hat goes off to you, sir. That's one thing I always ask people because I'm like, I'm 36 now. My oldest is 10, and I'm like, I can't imagine having a kid now because I feel like it's been so long. And so
I'll let you know in 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. We can reconvene in 10 years what you think of this whole process. My kid will be like 20.
What is that going to be? Episode 5?
We might get to 6. He might get 6.
All right. I'll pencil it in the calendar. I'll be back for episode 600 of Curiously Insane.
Oh, 600. I was thinking like episode 6 or 7. I think this thing's going to burn out. Okay.
Oh, dog.
Well, Kurt Cobain said it's better to burn out than to fade away, Tyler, and you're just trying to fade away. I think you should just burn out, son. Burn out. This is it.
Hanging up in here?
I'm just...
Don't bring that juju into my universe, bro. I don't.
He's a very talented musician.
Universe.
He's a very talented musician. That's all I have to say.
Here's what's up.
Yeah.
Kevin Reinmiller, if you're watching, that cat. First, I'll throw him under the bus, and I'll pull him out. So, number one,
pull his carcass out from underneath the bus. Like what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So first, he told me, he was like, bro. When I first started and I was doing those Hunting with Tyler episodes, he's like, dude, you got to slow down, man. You're going to burn out. And I was just like, man, I got to strike while the iron's hot.
Was he saying that literally because you were smoking the entire every one of those?
Yeah, there may have been like a double entendre or whatever in his statement. But I remember him saying that. And you know what? Like, God bless. Like, it was good advice, man, for him or whatever. But for me, I'm the type of guy, I'm just like, man, I got to strike while the iron's hot because I don't know. Sometime there may come a day where I don't feel like being super creative, or I don't feel like going and filming a video or flying in an airplane to do an interview. So I'm like, bro, if I'm on fire now, let's go do it. And I'll just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And then, yeah, I don't know. So far, I haven't burned out. It's been like 5.5 years. Or once in a while, there'll be like a little spell where I'll lose like that creative passion. And I try like heck to, like Dreisbach said, to just man, just kind of create what I can, even though I don't feel like it. Just keep going forward. And I know there were definitely periods in my life where like I was depressed, right? And went through and I did those videos, right? And I kept going and I tried to carry joy and I tried to help others get through stuff or whatever. And it was just really cool, man. I just remember that. I just remember like, yeah, a specific part, man, somewhere along the journey where I was not in the best of spirits, right? And just, I'm like, you know what, man, I'm going to go do this anyways, dude. I'm going to go do it anyway. And I'll get through this. And here we are. Here we are.
You know, that's really, really kind of important that you mention that, because there are different types of people, because I've been receiving that same advice for the last 15 years of my life, that I need to slow down and I need to not do whatever the next thing is. And I'm going to burn out and I'm going to burn out, and I might look like a burnout, but I have yet to burn out. So I agree that there are definitely different types of people. Some people need to, you know, do different things, and some people just need to go. So, you know, I appreciate you bringing that up. And
yeah,
for the next 20 people who tell me to take a vacation, Tyler just gave you my answer.
Yep, precisely. And before I forget to pull Kevin Reinmiller back out of the bus, yo, I will forever be indebted to that man for.
Sorry, my daughter is having a play date, and they're apparently having fun right now.
That's good for them. I'm happy for them.
I apologize.
So, no worries. Kevin Reinmiller, bro, if you're watching, I'll forever be indebted to you, man, because I remember when you saw one of those first Hunting with Tyler episodes when I first started filming with my phone and whatnot and editing videos. I remember you like asked to have coffee, and dude, I remember you were like a college grad. You had like a degree in like theater or something like that. Like, and you were an AV club, whatever. You had a ton of acting and film experience, and you were working for a creative branding company, Connective, I believe. Still working for them. But at any rate, dog, you were just like, yo, man, dude, what are you doing? Like, where did you go to college to learn that, like, how to act and stuff? And I was like, oh, dog, no, I just started doing this. And so it was just super, bro. Like I said, I'll forever be indebted to you, man, for just, like believing in me back then, man, or thinking there was something in me. And because that always encouraged me to be like, oh, dude, that guy, he was like credentialed, and for whatever reason, he thought, I was credentialed as well. So I'm going to keep going until I am credentialed. Now, like, I've acted in all these things. I've made all these short movies. We've made a bunch of documentaries. It's like, bro, I'm a filmmaker, dog. I don't need no imposter syndrome. All right, so I'll get off that soapbox. Yo, Jamie saying funniest kid story from the dad perspective. And go ahead, Rupert.
Funny enough, I brought my daughter home today, and like my oldest daughter immediately noticed that the tree was different because it was like a quarter of the size. And I was like, Miranda, I think there's something underneath the tree. Can you just look at that? The youngest. She walked over. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, you don't see this? And then later I was like, Miranda, can you water the tree? Because it needs water. And she's like, I don't know how to put this thing in there. I'm like, dude, do you not see that this is a fake tree? And the other one is literally laying right over there. She never even noticed. I was like, how do you not see that? It was like a quarter of the size and stuff. Yeah.
It's upsetting. That gets the blood pressure going, huh?
No, I was just like baffled, like how like she could not pay attention to the fact that it was different, and like, yeah, it's funny.
I love it. Funniest kid story from the dad perspective. Man, I don't know. Yeah, my kid's just, he's a knucklehead, dude. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I always say that backflip story because he's always just a G, man. He believes in he just believes in himself, man. And he's a cool little unique kid. And I know for a fact he's going to achieve a lot of stuff. And it was dope. If you're watching this now and you didn't see episode 2, I did it with him. And bro, we ran it for like 45 minutes. And my little man, dude, he read a story book, the Dog Man series, like a few pages. And actually, one of the pages, like, it just kept saying like flip, flip, flop, flip, flip, like for a long time. But dude, the fact that he read that on like a live broadcast, bro, I can't even. Man, it was hard enough at 7 to try and read in a classroom, man. And so it's just cool to see him go conquer his fears. And like, yeah, he did like a live broadcast stream for his Merc City channel. So if anybody out there's into Fortnite and like 7-year-old live streams of Fortnite kids, dude, he's trying to hype it up, man. And yeah, he needs to get to 1,000 subscribers so he can monetize, get ad revenue to go spend that money at Red Rose sports cards for Pokemon.
Yes.
So I don't know if I have like a funny
We have Fortnite cards too, Tyler. So
I didn't even know there were Fortnite cards.
there are. So you come on in, 126 South Centerville Road, 12 to 9 p.m. every day except for Sunday, 12 to 8 p.m. We'll see you there, Chris.
That's good for other
I am there
kids
for my
to
Fortnite
know, but
cards.
I don't need my kid knowing about Fortnite cards. Bro, I like playing Fortnite with him, but dang, dude, after you download that jaunt, it's like a free game, but man, we probably have a few hundred dollars wrapped up in like V-Bucks, like skins and stuff, which are all cosmetic. Like, it doesn't increase your how much damage your gun does or any, it doesn't increase your gameplay. It's no skill boost. It's all cosmetic. Like, what an ingenious plan, Chris. You need to find a way to get microtransactions for digital cosmetic things that are nothing.
NFTs. I don't know what they are, but I'm doing them. Okay.
Well, that's where we're at right now is NFT. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my new thing. I got to first figure out what it is. But once I do that, world's my oyster, I think. Chris, what did your child hasn't come yet, right? When is it due?
July next year, July 20.
Oh, so you still have a while yet. Okay.
Yeah.
No child stories yet. Okay.
Very fresh news. Very fresh news, and I'm excited, but it is still deep in the distant future. There's much work to be done between now and then.
Much work to be done. I love it.
Much work to be done.
Get some sleep.
Yeah, get it. Yeah.
I loved the baby when they are babies and they don't really do anything. They just kind of hang out with you. That's like some of the best. But they just like watch movies with me and stuff, and I loved it. And then I'd be like, "Okay, baby, I'm ready for bed," and they'd be like, "No, you're not." that was literally like that's the bad stuff. It was like I just wanted to go to sleep and you couldn't. But everything else was great. I miss when I see babies nowadays. I like want to hold them. That's sounding weird. Okay, I get that I'm sounding like a weirdo, but like I love babies. They're
that's you, dog.
Yeah. And I go up to random people and I'm like, "Can I hold your baby?" No, I don't do that.
Baby.
I like them like around like 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah,
like
where they smile and stuff. Yeah.
Like, dude, you're getting reactions. You can you can just keep feeding that little brain positive words and encouragement and just all this stuff, and you can see stuff clicking and firing back, and like, yeah, man, it's just insane to like, watch them start to crawl and like get moving and start using their limbs and like, and I love just like being able to close your eyes and just like, man, just picture like, where they're gonna be. And like this is gonna be like a grown adult someday, right? And they're gonna affect a ton of people along the way. And so I just like close my eyes sometimes, like, oh man, dude, this is gonna be a dope ass journey. Let's go. So I don't know, man. That's how I bebop through this joint. So you got two perspectives. Well, Chris loves the baby part. Rupert loved the baby part anyways. So I think, dog. I think you'll knock it out of the park.
You advocate that I chuck the baby in the air and hit it with a bat.
Yes. literally knocked the baby out of the park.
Yeah, and not so many words. Well, actually, I guess it wasn't that many words. Yeah.
I think that's what you were saying, Tyler.
That's good parenting
yeah.
advice, and I'll take that. I'll take that into consideration. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you're not going to want to say that at that mandatory class where they talk about not shaking babies. But other than that, amongst friends.
Here's a parenting tip. I love it when people give you parenting tips, but this has worked for me. I have two daughters, and when they don't do something or they're about to do something dangerous, I say, "Don't do that because that's what your brother did, and now he's gone." I'm just kidding.
That is dark, dude. That is dark.
I'm just kidding.
You like horror. And
that's true. I do.
So, like, now little truth in jest, right?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I would never corrupt the youth and everything. No, man. Good stuff. Yeah. Babies are great. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really happy for you. Do you have? It's too early to have names in mind, I assume, right? And maybe that's a secret. So
yeah, we can't divulge that information.
I would recommend Chris Dreisbach the second.
It's a pretty solid one, especially especially because the world definitely needs another me.
Agreed.
It could be business magnets for days, just running across the U.S., helping everybody, turning other people's dreams into realities, firing them up. Yeah, I think a Chris Dreisbach Jr., a CDJ, dude. CDJ. Oh, that's got a good ring to it.
CDJ is pretty good. You could also do the Roman numeral president. Roman numeral two. Those add you're in business when you got a Roman numeral in your name.
That's
true. You're important.
Well,
so
we should pick one that's not like you're not expecting it. Like we should just put like a V at the end.
Put him put him like 9, like VI or IV, whatever.
Who's going to question it in 30, 40 years? Nobody. They're going to be like, what, do you have 8 precedents? Yes.
Yeah. Prove it. Prove it in a court. You can't do that. Tie goes in, tie goes out. You can't explain that.
Yeah, we're in a metaverse. Come on now. It's all digital, baby. We ain't going to courts. Come on now. Court comes to me. Let's go.
So are you in your office, Chris?
I am.
What? What's on the? Is there nothing? There's nothing on that whiteboard behind you.
There is. This is very lightly drawn.
Okay.
For the most part, I don't use it because it would just require extra effort for me to turn around and write stuff up there. And it's 2021, so I have the phone, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I wanted to feel important, like other people who have like whiteboards and they write up all sorts of cool ideas and stuff. And then I realized when I got to write a whiteboard, I don't have any cool ideas. So
my for that movie I'm making, my producer Suji, her husband has this big whiteboard in his basement. I'm talking huge. It's the whole wall, and he's got like all these diagrams and mathematical equations like you'd see like a person in the movie has. And he's like telling me all about this stuff. I'm like, you were way too smart. But he actually knows how to use the whiteboard. I have a whiteboard. It's out in the garage. Never touch it.
Man, never touch the thing.
Nope, too afraid.
But he swears by it.
He swears by it, yeah. His is nice. He knows what he's doing, though, with that thing. I have no idea. Like, all right, it's time to crack open some ideas. And then I got nothing. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, no, I do like that.
Right there.
Dude, imagine the amount of work I'm getting.
That's good too.
I got that llama looking over my shoulder and a badger staring me right in the eye.
It's a honey badger.
He's also wearing a hat, so he's not a traditional badger.
No, he's a badger of class, Tyler.
What are you saying? I couldn't hang with him?
Your words, not mine. I'll just say that. Your words.
Hold on.
Look at that nose. He's got a nice nose on that thing, yeah.
Dog, I groove with anybody, man. I will say, I feel like that is one of my better attributes, man, that I try and be respectful of everyone, including badgers. And so, like, whatever situation I'm in, yeah, I enjoy it, man. I can enjoy anybody's company.
You get along
Unless
with
you're-
everyone very
I get
well.
along with everybody
Now-
unless you're super, super mean.
I will argue the respectable thing because I do recall a moment where I let you wear my $350 guinea pig mascot costume and asked you not to smoke in it. And then what did you proceed to do? And then my wife got mad and there was a whole ordeal.
Okay, let's be 1,000% honest here. One, okay, I don't know if this makes my case better or worse, but you didn't ask me to not smoke in it until I already had a cigarette lit up.
Well, okay, it's common courtesy.
Okay, so that's
If Chris borrows my guinea pig mascot, I assume he's not going to be smoking in it, right?
No, it's true. I don't know. I'm just like, wow, I'm stuck in this guinea pig thing, dude. Man, I need a cigarette. Like, oh, but in my defense, I badgered you daily, bro. What's the dry cleaning fee? What's the dry?
You did.
And then you didn't give it to me, so I'm like, okay, dude. There's a variable ND filter. For
Okay,
Best Buy showing
but
up at your door. Like I compensated and then some. And your image quality. Had I never, this is the way I look at things. Had I never smoked in your giant guinea pig costume, dude, all your video work would not look as good as it does. Period. The variable ND filter changed your life.
Oh, okay. I will agree with you that I didn't follow through on the dry cleaning thing.
Okay.
But when I tell this stuff to my wife, I did follow through, and it's still all your fault, just so you know.
They didn't return your calls. Oh.
And I was like, oh, what's going on there? No. Yeah, no. About seriously, though, no, yeah, Tyler, you're great. You're great at making people comfortable and stuff. That's why you're so good at the documentary stuff and interviewing and stuff like that. You make people comfortable. You make them open up in a way that is really great. So you should be proud of that. It's a skill you have. You're a very charismatic person.
Thank you, man. And I do. Thanks. I really thought we buried the hatchet on that freaking guinea pig costume, dog. So thanks for bringing me like that up again, because I really let that go out of my life, and now I'm gonna be falling asleep thinking about what a horrible person I am again.
No, that's cool. I did have a question for Chris. Chris, did you ever have a?
I'm publicly sorry to everybody.
Did you ever have a TI-83 calculator, Chris?
I did not actually.
Oh,
I just
it was a TI-83 plus.
No, wait. No, that brings up some past trauma because all the rich kids in my school, they had TI-83 fancy calculators while my mom got me some 1970s looking giant, ugly.
Look, Mary Dreisbach did everything she could. Okay, she tried. All right, but those TI-83s are expensive, especially back in the day.
He did, and I understand entirely now. But when I was an awkward giant child with an ugly 70s calculator amidst a sea of children who had expensive, fancy scientific calculators, that is effectively why I am not good at math or science.
So you were set up for failure.
Man, set up for failure. Dang.
Right out the gate.
That potential, your potential was unlocked, and then we just had to bottle all that potential.
Yeah, thanks for bringing up that past trauma, though. That was
no.
It was great. That could have happened with basically any consumer item from 1990 to 2002, probably. So thank you.
No Game Boys. Do you have a Game Boy?
I think my little brothers had a Game Boy.
Okay, all right.
I don't think I ever got too into the Game Boy. We did have a Super Nintendo, though. So
Super Nintendo is pretty sweet. Super Nintendo is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Well, check this out. So I looked up the Game Boy, the original ones. So my mom still has 3 of them from when we were little kids, right?
Dang, what are you doing? There's 3 of us.
I know. Well, there are 3 of us. That's very true. I don't have the link. We'll have to find it. But I looked it up, dude. They're like $200 a pop or something crazy.
Holy,
they're mad expensive. I'm like, yo, mom, these are mad. These are mad expensive. Thinking oh, my brother, sister, and I will get our Game Boys. And it's like, oh wow, yeah, I'll have to sell these.
Hey, you're living in our house right now. You got it is.
That was true.
Your mom knows what's up. That's what as a father, I would do the same thing right now. My kids, yeah.
Yeah.
She bought those Game Boys, right? Or were they gifts?
Oh, dude, I don't. If Santa brought them,
That's different.
I will go back and check the history books, because if Santa brought them, I feel my claim is to that Game Boy.
All right, next time. Yeah. Next time, get your mom on this podcast, and we'll set the record straight.
I already asked when I did the podcast with Hunter, and I complimented him on how well he did. I said, "Bro, do you think we could get Poppy on a live stream here?" My dad. Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't be able to conduct himself. I said, "Oh yeah, you're right. So my mom, I don't know. We could try. I might get her on. I love fam.
I know. Yeah, you should do it. You guys can. There's a lot there, a lot to unpack.
There is a lot to bet. Yeah. No, Chris. Yeah, like you said, Dreisbach, bringing up past trauma. You're quite welcome, man. That's how we work through this stuff, right? And it's good to show that everybody deals with something, man. Especially, here was the way I wanted to take it. Just remember, what you'll learn as a father, bro, is that as much crap as you gave your parents for, like, whatever, maybe not liking the clothes that you were wearing to school that they paid for. Oh, dog, I feel like you'll be in a similar situation. I'm like, dog, Target is bougie, man. The Walmart stuff is great. If you're rocking Target,
Walmart's better than Target?
No, Target.
Oh, Target is better. Okay. Oh, okay.
Target is bougie. Comment.
Gotcha.
Yo, comment in the live chat. What do you like, Target or Walmart better?
I got Target jeans, and they always get a hole in their crotch. I think I'm switching to Old Navy. I think I'm moving up in the world, guys.
Dude, what do you suggest?
Dude, I'm just saying. Somebody got a raise. He's getting some Old Navy pants. We're gonna find out what happens.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, my kid. Yeah, dude, you find yourself.
They don't. Yeah.
Like and dog, it doesn't matter if somebody's judging you, the quality of your character on like the threads you're wearing. Like, man, you probably don't want to chill with them anyways. So who cares?
Plus, Chris's kid's gonna have so many Fortnite cards. It's not even gonna matter.
Oh yeah, not only the Fortnite cards, but hopefully he'll be too large to fit in Old Navy clothes anyway. So.
Oh, God love Jamie there. Yeah, that is. Yeah, you're gonna be carrying.
Oh, good luck with that one. Yeah.
Like,
how tall are you?
5-year-old inside you.
6'5".
6'5". Dang. Okay. Yeah, you're a big dude.
Yep.
My brother's like 6'2", and I'm like, man, Aaron, you're really big. But 6'5", yeah. What?
I don't have problems like that. I can't shop at Walmart for clothes.
I imagine, yeah.
I can't shop at pretty much anywhere normal. So, I don't have to worry about those little things.
Jamie is 5'3". Okay.
That's a generous 5'3".
Oh,
generous
yeah, 5'3". I got you. Yeah. I may not survive it. Yeah. No, we'll be thinking of you, Jamie. That's going to be a rough one, but what I can tell you, because we're optimistic here on the Curiously Insane podcast, is look, billions of women have made it through labor before you, or cesarean sections, or however your little baby got to come into this world, right? So however it does, girl, you can do it. That's a fact.
Yeah. So my wife did it without any. She doesn't do pain meds because she doesn't do needles, so she did them cold, and I was there for both of them, and it is a good time. Birthing is fun. I cut the umbilicus, I believe is what it's called, on the second child. Yeah, I call it the umbilicus. It sounds a little bit more scientific, Tyler. It was a little rubbery. It was like one of those, not just a single kind of slice. You know what I mean? It was like,
you don't chew it.
No, but it feels like something that would be chewy, if that makes sense. Like it was that thickness. Yeah.
Did you eat it?
Not yet. Not yet. Saving it for a rainy day. You never know. I cleared it out. It's just a straw now that I use. That's disgusting. No offense. All right.
Keep in mind, Jamie, though.
Just don't let me talk anymore. Yeah, go ahead.
His wife obviously is a masochist because she's married to that. She likes pain. So the birthing thing, I wouldn't if you got to do, you do whatever you got to do to get through it. But girl, you can do it. You can do it. And Chris will be there for you.
No, not me.
A lot of people in your life who will.
He will be.
Oh, hell no.
This Chris.
Yo, thanks for the support, Chris.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring everything down. It'll work out.
9 pounds 4 ounces. That's a big baby. For Piper, who's now 5.
Yep. And this baby is going to be 24.9 pounds guaranteed.
That's a big baby. That's like a Thanksgiving turkey sized baby.
It might actually be a Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh man!
I hear the second baby is easier though. Like our second child came out much quicker than the first one. So I don't know. I'm not a doctor though. I never claimed to be, but
no, you need to be.
It's all hearsay. But modern medicine. It's going to be a beautiful birth. I'm excited for you guys. Good luck with everything.
Dude, everything's awesome. I guess I'll tell you what. It is 7:46. I should probably get this wrapping up here because Christopher Rupert.
I got another podcast.
You have another podcast. If people want to hop on over to that, then what's
you don't want to? No, you don't. You guys don't want to hop. You don't want to come over. It's called Bad Movie Night. Yeah, we talk about low budget movies. It's not safe for work. To keep the kids at home, because it's it's adults joking around. Dockside filming the birth. Please clear your schedule. Dear Lord. No, thank you.
Oh, that's news to me. But you know me.
You can cut another umbilical.
We do have a drone, so we can. I don't know. Slap a GoPro on that doctor's head and.
Yeah, no, dude, I already have it all rigged up in my mind. Yeah, no, I can get 4 or 5 angles. We'll splice it all together.
Well, we might not be allowed in the room, but Chris will. Chris, do you know how to use a gimbal? We can show you. We got 7 months.
Yeah, we need a moving gimbal shot.
We're not putting stuff on tripods the whole time. We need some movement in that camera work.
We'll have two tripods, a GoPro, and then a moving gimbal shot. But we'll show you where you need to keep yourself because you got to stay out of frame of the other one.
Is Jamie okay if we put a lapel mic on her while she's birthing?
Oh yeah, I feel like
gonna need some audio, all right? And then as soon as the baby comes out, get an interview.
Yeah. So everybody, I guess we're gonna wrap this up again. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the Curiously Insane podcast here with Tyler Transue. And again, I had I'm the host, my guest, Chris Dreisback. Who, man, dude, he's amazing. He's making documentaries. He's making doughhead waffles. He's flipping sports cards. He's helping people with recovery at Blueprints for Addiction Recovery. And he's also connecting police departments and Lancaster district attorneys. And just, dude, he's changing.
It's going to the White House.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was what was that guy's name? Henry Dean, you know what I'm talking about? He ran for president and then he made a noise so that everybody was like, nah, you're not being president. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Howard Dean.
Howard Dean
was his name. And Sue Walker and my man Chris Dreisbach. And she's a heck of an artist, Chris. So this, if we see it, I'll keep my eye on Twitter for anybody listening. Her Twitter handle or the Ponte Extraterrestrials Twitter handle is at Sandia.
I want to see this picture.
At Sandia Wisdom. Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
And yeah, she says, I've been looking at you and realized you have the perfect eyes for drawing a Sasquatch. I made a sketch. Oh, where can I? Oh my gosh. Wait. Hold on. Yo, Sue, we'll do this right now, girl. Hey, Sue, send it to Tyler Transue at gmail.com. I probably should have given out Tyler at Dockside Media.
That's a professional email right there. Tyler Transue at Gmail.
Oh yeah, I snagged that one early, baby. That thing will be going for billions the next time a Tyler Transue is born. Actually, there was one born. I shared that story before. That is a crazy one. While I'm waiting for this email from Sue, send it to Tyler Transue at gmail.com. Spelled just like the way you see it on your screen. But so yeah, I had a crazy story here. I forget how many years ago. 4 maybe. I'd have to double check the timing. But a Tyler Transue up like near, I don't know, Allentown or somewhere up northeast died like in a car accident. And I got people like messaging me and emailing me saying I died. Like, what? What? This is news to me. And the kid's grandma tagged me. The kid's grandma actually ended up tagging me like on a Facebook post. That's how I found out too. I'm like, oh hey, yo, I don't think I'm your grandson, girl. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Sue, did you send this? Hold on, give me 1 second. Yo, Chris Dreisbach or Chris Rupert or Dreisbach. Somebody just talk for 1 second here.
I'm talking. How you guys doing?
Chris Rupert.
I'm talking. What's up?
Chris Rupert, hold on. Let me ask you a question because you're a year older than me.
Yeah.
What was your first car?
My first car that I bought, or my first car that I like drove?
The first car that you owned.
I guess it was like a 90s Grand Prix, or maybe late 80s Grand Prix.
It was a solid first car.
And then the first car that I bought was a Dodge Avenger.
Well, that's classy.
And then the first real car that I was excited about was a Nissan 300ZX. You know what that is? Oh, I love them.
You started with a Nissan, so you lost me there. And then,
Oh, they're the coolest cars. They still look amazing, and I love them. They're little two-seater.
This part about me being 6'5", but
Nissan
would ever work.
No, dude, it had T-tops. You could have taken that top off, and you could have just sat in there. Your head would have stuck out the top, but it would have been awesome.
I'm not trying to drive like that, get hit in the face with a bunch of bugs.
What was
Tyler cigarette butts chucked out on?
That's true. I see how he willy-nilly throws them out of the car all the time. What was your first car?
It was a 1985 Chrysler Fifth Avenue.
Damn.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
nice.
Still got it?
$100. It's the best car ever. I wish I still had it, but it died a painful death a long time ago.
As they do. As they do.
Mm-hmm. I think I like a 1990 Ford Taurus or something like that.
That's the car you have now, right?
It's the car I have now. I have a Nissan Versa. I have an even bigger shit box now. So I'm moving up in life, baby. But no, like I said, I'm dreaming and envisioning myself in a Tesla. And it's coming.
You'll get there. You'll get it.
It's coming just as soon as Sue got this attachment coming. Because we ain't ended the show.
Hold on, Sue. Sue, are you there? Sue, if you can hear me. I'm filming this on my phone, and it is at 15% battery. It is a 5-year-old phone, and that 15% will last approximately not that long. So I would love to see my Sasquatch picture.
She says sent to TT Productions.
Yeah, she did. Hold on, boys. Oh, baby. Hold on. Dude, what?
Wait.
Are we really doing this right now? Yes, we are. Yo, Sue, let us know. One. Yeah, I got it, Sue. Thank you, girl. So, before I show this to the viewers, I need to know, did you do this during this live stream?
She said she did.
She's confirming that. All right, guys. Yeah, this is what you can do.
Maybe not, but that's what she said above.
This is what you can do if you put your mind to it. Look at this, man.
Oh, maybe she didn't do it. That.
Chris,
oh my gosh.
That's me. That's me. Dead on.
Dude, are you serious? Yes.
That is really good.
Sue confirmed. Guys, That's a great send-off. What? So, yep, I hear you. I think you should be able to see it up on the screen now.
That is a great
Wow.
sketch. But hold on, to end this show, I want to quick sketch one out of Tyler, if you don't mind.
Yeah. No, please do. Please do.
All right, give me about 2 seconds.
Yep, that's fine. So
I'm a
while
pretty
he's
good
doing
artist. I'm a pretty good artist, so it's not going to take me long.
Oh no, I don't doubt it. Dude,
All right.
look at that. That's
me
what
just
you
make
do
sure.
during this show. So guys, do whatever you put your mind to, man. Sue, thank you so much.
Good job, Sue. That was really good.
She said,
Right.
"City, this is you as a redheaded Sasquatch."
Hold on, I don't have a share screen opportunity, but let me move my phone to show you this impressive photograph.
It's all mullet.
Are you ready?
Let me see it. Yeah,
Hold on.
dude.
Ah, shit! Look at that mullet.
Yes. Oh,
Was this good?
baby. Look
Somebody
at that.
please praise my art abilities.
I love
It's
everything
pretty
about
good.
it.
Look at that mullet. Look at it.
I mean, you got the mullet right.
It's to scale. It is to scale. Look, it goes down just as far as you had it. Bro, if somebody was paying attention, you know what? And it's the little things like that that mean a lot, honestly. That stuff does not go unnoticed. Everybody, Sue did that in 15 minutes. Chris did his in 15 seconds. But Sue did this in 15 minutes. So, hey, guys, it's, again, how much effort and time do you want to put into your passion? Do you want what Chris has, a little sketch, or do you want this? Beautiful, beautiful. Go for it, Chris Dreisbach. Well, you found another fan there in Chris Dreisbach, Sue Walker, Chris. So you're doing something right, dog. Everybody loves you. So I got to get Chris Rupert off to his show. Chris Dreisbach, thank you for joining me. This was episode 3 of the Curiously Insane podcast. And Chris, dude, I love what you're doing. Any parting words from you, dog?
I think the only parting words are I am a perfect artist. Sue, thank you for inspiring me. I'm going to do my best to draw better stick figures of Tyler in the future. And for anybody watching this, if you are from not Lancaster County and you want to help us end the war on drugs and end the ridiculous war on drugs, I don't even think I need to do anything else with that. It's just ridiculous. Definitely start talking to your elected officials, start talking to the people in your local government, start talking to your police chiefs, start talking to the people who are the ones who are forced to enforce bad laws, and see how they feel about it, because I have a feeling you could make an impact in your area too. So with that, I just thank you so much for having me on this Curiously Insane podcast. And it has been curiously insane. And Tyler, you are delightfully insane.
Many thanks, dude. Many thanks. Chris Rupert, anything from you, dog?
Nope.
Okay.
Inspiring words.
I love it.
Thanks for inviting me on. As always, Tyler, it was great.
Absolutely.
Chris
Dude,
Dreisbach. It was nice meeting you in person. Well, sort of in person, talking to you. And this was fun.
This was a lot of fun, man. I love you guys. Wish you guys all the best of luck in all your endeavors. And if you're out there, man, watching, dude, remember, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And a lot of times, it's really just moving those feet forward, dog. You'll get the results. You'll get the results. Even if they're negative, that's part of the experience, man. And you'll be better the next time you go at that or some other thing that piques your curiosity. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe, like the video, comment below, engage, man. We want to build this thing up. We want to build people up, man, just like my man, Chris Dreisbach. So, until next time, keep on keeping on.
It's the Curiously Insane podcast with the
Darn it! I should have ended it before.